Do you feel like sometimes you just lose control of your emotions? Maybe you yell, maybe you do things to get rid of your emotions, like binge or just mindlessly scroll, or whatever behaviors you're doing that you're just like, I know I shouldn't be doing this, but I can't seem to stop. And so there's actually a really good reason for this. So essentially these like impulse behaviors, like these behaviors are based on our lack of ability to control our impulses. So like for instance, like having an angry outburst in a meeting or yelling, this is an impulse control problem because we know we don't want to yell. Like before the outburst and after the outburst, we know we didn't want to do that. And we see the negative consequences of it, but we weren't able to not do it. And so this type of behavior, like where you're doing something that you know you shouldn't be doing, this is a bit of my specialty. So I'm going to explain it to you. The reason we do this is because of emotional suppression. So all of us have an amygdala. We all have a limbic system. So we all have emotions. Like there's no one that doesn't have emotions. But people who essentially like don't feel their emotions or aren't aware of how to feel their emotions, or at least be aware of them, are suppressing their emotions. So if you have this sensation where you're kind of like not sure what you feel, this is probably emotional suppression. And what happens is that after a while, after we've suppressed our emotions for enough time, we get tired, because suppressing emotions is extremely tiring. It actually makes us use up willpower. It's kind of like if someone put your favorite dessert in front of you and it sat there the whole day, and the whole point is for you to not eat it. That would make you really tired at the end of the day because you just used a ton of willpower, versus if you just worked the whole day and it wasn't there. So you're suppressing emotions, you're using up all this willpower, and then when somebody comes along and really irritates you or does something that is irritating, you just don't have enough willpower left to mitigate your behavior. So then you have the outburst because honestly, your mind is just so tired. This is something that you can learn to overcome, and you can learn to not suppress your emotions, and actually it will lead you to make better decisions, and it will lead you to feel better in general. If this is something you're interested in overcoming, schedule an intro session with me in my link, and we can talk about some strategies for you to use so that you can overcome these behaviors that leave you essentially feeling like dumbfounded. Like, why did I do that? I know it's not good for me to do that. We can overcome these.